What's up YouTube, the God of is back, another tutorial on the channel. I'm loving the new content, bro. I have so much fun creating them, and I have a blast trying things out. I might do different evolutions as well because they seem to be fun as well. I don't know. I like to do fun stuff. I try hard way too much in the game, and I feel like sometimes I'm not playing the game, it's my job. And yeah, lads. For today's video, we are going to talk about three things. Game settings, well, controller setting, game settings. We are going to talk about camera settings as well as how to change formations in game. Well, I was struggling with the last one quite a lot. I didn't understand how it worked, and yeah, I thought I have to go to my tactics and change the tactical presets here. But no, lads, we actually have to go way back here. For example, let's say this is my another formation that I rock. Well, I used to rock, right, before I made some changes to my team. But if you want to switch from this to this in the game, you have to go like this, right? You have to have your formations ready here. So create new tactics, have them saved here, and I'm going to show you in a second how to actually change it in the game. Alright then, so let's say you've started with your main custom tactics. All you have to do during the game is to press left on your D-pad, like that, left D-pad, and then choose what you want. For example, I want 5-2-3. So it's gonna take a while to adjust. Look at this, I can't. But they get the shape done eventually. Look at that now. We are rocking 5-2-3. It took me a while to realize. I don't know why it was so confusing for me. But I don't really enjoy watching tutorials because I'm a content creator. I like to challenge myself to figure out things myself. That way I get more excited when I talk about them. So, settings. I'm gonna start with game settings actually. So obviously competitive, right? We go shot. For me, honestly, assisted precision. Last year I think it was more rewarding, but again, if you got a dodgy internet like I do, and I lag quite often. If you haven't seen it, go watch my old gen gameplay. It's the final of draft, and I get lagged quite a bit. So precision would be too risky for me. So I go assisted and time finishing, and I think this is the best kind of combination you can rock. Assisted, time finishing are on. Precision is for, I think, competitions where they can play on LAN and have zero lag or delay or ping. That way, yeah, precision, try it out, but otherwise, assisted, time finishing. So I don't really touch passing that often. I like semi for through pass assistance, lob through pass on semi as well, ground pass, assisted. This one though, if you got a dodgy internet, sometimes I change these to animation starting the game, but at the moment I'm rocking late. Late is just that when you press A to pass, for example, or X on PlayStation, you can change the direction at when you're making the pass, you know, in the final moments when it's, you know, leaving their foot, if that makes sense. However, for power up, I don't really enjoy it. Just stick with animation start or late. Animation start, the first direction that you aim, that's gonna be where your pass goes. So yeah, late or animation start. Precision pass sensitivity, normal, high. I don't really care, I don't use it that often, so I'm gonna have it on normal. Clearance assistance for sure, man, for sure. No classic, please change this ASAP. Directional, you wanna have it on directional for sure. Defending though, I'm trying advanced defending because unlike last year, I think it might be a necessity this year. I don't know. Like 95% of I was rocking, tactical defending. It's actually what I enjoy, but advanced defending this year got that shoulder challenge. So that is actually mental. If you can time it, go for advanced defending. If you can't switch to tactical, I'm rocking advanced defending to see how it feels in the game for the time being. But for sure, I'm not gonna risk anything for the weekend because I'm used to tactical defense. I don't want to make a mistake and press A at the wrong time and like give my opponent an easy goal. So I'm gonna stick with tactical for the time being, but definitely advanced defending is thing this year. It's very rewarding. Anyways, switching, bro. I've used this quite often, so I always have it on air balls and loose balls, but it just felt weird sometimes. So I switched it to only on air balls. It wasn't very nice either. So I'm gonna use it on only on loose balls because sometimes I feel like when they are changing, when they are lob through balling or whatever, they change my chances quite often. So I'm gonna have it on loose ball for the time being because I feel like that's bad. But my preference overall would be on air balls and loose balls. Auto switching move assistance, I like none, honestly, or low. So don't go for high. I wouldn't recommend it at all because when you switch your players, they tend to move towards the direction they have been switched on. So none gives you the freedom to do whatever the hell you want. Why would you want to change that? Right stick switching, classic. Right stick switching preference, I like ball relative. Last year I was rocking player relative. A viewer of mine commented and said try a ball relative. I didn't touch it since now, like I actually enjoyed it, but this year I might be wrong. Player relative seems a bit more accurate if I'm being honest with you. Right stick switching sensitivity on 4, classic. This is dumb. This does nothing, honestly. Just have it on off. Player like skill gap thing, if you can rock it, it's fantastic. It's actually broken. Yeah, always have it on. If you don't want to use it, just turn it off, lads. Save assistant, I like assistant to be honest. I don't like the other ones. This is for me the best one. And most important thing, you want to have your analog sprint on off. You want that a maximum burst of pace when you are pressing your R2 or RT. Yeah, for sure turn it off is actually very dumb to have it on, in my opinion. No disrespect to anybody who enjoys it, but yeah, don't go for it. Anyways, lads, visuals. Look at my camera for a second. I'm gonna talk about 2 different angles. Telebroadcast for me is the best one. These settings that I use give me the freedom to do whatever hell I please. I like it more, to be honest with you. I don't like I don't know. Like co-op is fun and all, but you don't get that kind of control over your players or your shots. Like whenever I'm playing co-op, I feel like I'm playing I don't know, I'm playing clubs. You see what I mean? Like I like the control I have, but the big downside is I can't see the pitch that perfectly, so I might get counted by them lob through balls in general. So I have to look at the map quite often. So if you liked what you saw, try it out. Telebroadcast, my favorite, costume 20 and 0 zoom. It's just how I like it, to be honest. However, if you want to change it, that you have more kind of like control over your defensive lines or your through balls, definitely go for co-op. Look at co-op on 20 and 0. you barely can see anything, and it just doesn't feel right. Like I feel like I don't have the control that I want. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't like it. So I would recommend. I actually tried it. I would recommend 15 and 5. I felt like this was better than 20 and 0. It's still a bit too much in my opinion. And I actually liked 10 and 5. That felt okay-ish, but it's just not my thing, to be honest. Look at it. It just doesn't feel natural for me. So for sure for me, always on this, honestly. I've been playing with it for ages. It gives me better left stick dribbling movement, if that makes sense. So that's what I really like and enjoy. Look at the visuals. I go player name and indicator, player name default, blah blah blah. But I'm here to talk about something very important. Radar, lads. Like, radar seems to be bugged. I don't like it at all. A huge tip from me to you. Go choose like purple as your main kit, and then have the second one on white or some random one colored kit, because the game is bugged. You enter a game, you're playing white. Never go for white as your main kit, because it like the game registers quite a lot of the white kits as, you know, custom kits from EA, and like especially if you're rocking the custom kits that EA gave you when you logged into the game for the first time, you're gonna be stuck with white for the rest of your year. Please switch your kits to better colors, and always pick and choose your kits. Have your opponent wear your kit. Don't go in normally, because you're gonna be stuck with quite a lot of the same colors. And like, use a radar color. I'll have purple and white. It's just preference, but definitely change this, so you're not gonna regret it. You're gonna have a better control of the minimap. It's actually fun. Story lineups on ping, connection, input only, tactical. I don't need them, so I've disabled and turned off all of them, to be honest. As for rush, I don't care. So ping system on as well, and audio, who cares, right? Let me know what tutorial you want to see, any information in particular, any tactical insights, I don't know, attacking, defending, passing, dribbling, skilling, special calls like budget, teams, whatever you want. I'll make sure to drop it. Until next time, see you in a bit.